while Mass Effect isn't the first game, that implemented a morality system, the huge influence it had on the 7th generation, besides Mass Effect, was ported to consoles massively. You know that Knights of the Old Republic is pretty much my second favorite game of all time, the second one, and the Knights of the Old Republic series as a whole. And yes, I knew about the morality system before Mass Effect was a thing. But hey, let's finish that quest. But it's true that low quality words. Gold is unique, green set, indicating. Alright, so gold is unique and green is set. Okay, great. So Mass Effect popularized it. The morality system from BioWare games. I love how most reviewers generally, when they see the choices, they kind of like they take it for granted. Like, yeah, that's always been there. The game has choices. The game has choices, and that's it. And no, it's what's going on here? I've noticed that the game does a struggle, especially when you enter a town. Most of my crashes have been but it's better like this. I can get away if I can get away with 3 hours without a crash per stream. I'll be happy. That's playable. That's playable, I guess. 3 hours of gameplay without crashes. It's well, guess I have no choice. My buffs. 3. Did I get the potions? Yeah, I got them. They are probably there. Thank you, the doppelganger. I love that cell of doppelganger. There we go. Even so, they killed me. I was just saved by the doppelganger. Yeah, getting quite vicious. I mean, that boss there. Let me get rid of it. There we go. Control. Everything is under control. Let me see the potions. We have 44. We can finish the quest easily. And yes, most reviewers just say, well, yeah, choices. We've always got that. No, it's subtle, but you have to comment it if you're reviewing a game. It's a morality system inherited by BioWare games, from BioWare games, and the influence in the during the 7th generation. This game was released during the 7th generation, roughly in the middle of it. Yeah, roughly in the middle of the PS3 and the Xbox 360. Clearly, I would say the morality system is directly inherited from, in all games from the 7th generation, from Mass Effect. Like yeah, I would attribute it to Mass Effect. Going back to the fetch quests that we were mentioning, I know it's stupid, I know it's a subtlety, but I would say that even if they don't have a deep storyline, even if you have to read, even if they aren't voiced, the fetch quests, that we call them fetch quests so much, in MMORPGs, there's the last shackle. I had killed the slave, but I didn't get, in the heat of battle, I probably didn't get the loot item. I was mentioning, even if it doesn't have a deep storyline, the level design, the influence of the objective variety in this case, inside of the level design category, of what we can pay attention to, the objective variety is much more important than having a deep storyline. So we use the term fetch quest generally to convey that it doesn't have a deep storyline, that is kind of like those classic quests from the early 2000s that see I told you that the price of potions is proportional to your total amount of gold. That's also amazing. a perfect relationship between the usage of potions and your overall and the overall combat system of the game, and the economic system as well of the game. Not only the gameplay, but also the economic system. The game doesn't let you become rich easily. Good. It forces the player to improve his gameplay, like to play better, essentially. The level design of the fetch quests, of what we call fetch quests, it's a complex thing because, as I said, you can kill all enemies in the world, you are owning, dominating the game, everything is perfect and everything, but imagine you have a score mission, not in this game because it's a terrible reference, because here they don't take damage, but imagine you have a scored mission in which whatever you're escorting, be it a person or, I don't know, carrying an object or whatever, can die. And you lose because of that, rather than you being able to kill all monsters around you. That level design choice, that objective variety design choice of forcing the player to protect another asset rather than himself, has a direct influence on your gameplay mechanics. You will play completely differently. Very good, very good. That'll teach you. Here's your goal. Mutiny. What? They're attacking us. What? This game loves to do this. Kind of like you're about to turn in your quest and and they attack you. Right. Looks like I like that. See? That was objective variety in action. From one moment to another, it changed, and the player is forced to be on the defensive rather than just exploring the overworld with an active stance of kill 10 kobolds, grab me 10 slave heads like we did at the beginning, like that. That was a Spartatio, where we are getting Greek references right now. What an ungrateful human! I had him trained as a bodyguard. But what does he do? He escapes and gathers warriors around him to kill me. Thanks for your help. Here's some more gold.
Glorious day for me.
Like,
Inquisition, I mean.
like, there you have the perfect example. The level design, the influence of a level design through the objective variety is more important than at least in Urshus Inquisition. Oh, we got a legendary there. Another Illegard's consistency. But this one must have an updated level. No, same. Same. I feel swindled. It has the same stats and I've leveled up since then. Right there. What's this one? What's this? It's Vambraces, something like that. It has 2 slots. It has 2 legendary slots. Plus 15 attack value, 13 armor. 21 armor. It's well worth it to lower our physical armor a bit, because we have pretty good physical armor. The problem is generally with magic armor, to increase our damage like that.
Power emanates from this item.
Hey, they look quite good. Look at that. Just when you thought that you didn't have enough pauldrons. Enough pauldron size right there. Well, there we go. So yeah, pretty much. It's incredible how objective variety. That's why I think that what we try to convey when we say fetch quests is kind of like that they don't have a huge storyline. But even if it doesn't have a huge storyline, even if it's a classic MMO RPG quest of grab 10 heads, do something like that. Hey, we have the final concert here. That must be part of the Blind Guardian thingy. Hansy's microphone. Looks like I finally unlocked it. A microphone weapon. Hey, we're pretty close. We still have another quest there. That one will be quite fast. Let's get over to the final consort and head over to the east of our position. Let's head over to the east. Let's explore to the east. And we will finally arrive at that crazy island here that we... This crazy island here that we were dropped by the Ancaria Airlines at the beginning of the series. Ah, those were the days. Getting killed every 2 seconds. Because I didn't know what was damage type, armor types. Trying the same dungeon 3 times. Those were the days. No, but yeah, I think the influence of the objective variety does change the gameplay mechanics, and I think that's more valuable than the storyline. That's why I think I love what we call fetch quests so much in these MMORPGs, as in World of Warcraft as well, and Terra and Ion, the ones that I played at Star Wars: Your Republic, and many other. There's the microphone. Well, that was easy. If I get out of this alive. Oh no.
Does that hurt, heretic?
There we go. That's all. Okay, I think the healing only triggers, the healing of our runes only triggers when I perform an ability rather than a basic attack. I think it has to do with that. Another quest. No, another dungeon. Empty. Let me see the microphone. Let me see the microphone, people. Tunic of Silk, Temple Guardian, Barbaric of Concoction. No. I'll leave. This item is truly a conundrum. Plain item, no further description around it. I wonder what it does. And I also need to figure out what these trophies are for. Like, it says modify alchemy, but as far as I know, there aren't professions in this game. That's kind of like the last part, the last piece of the puzzle that I need to figure out. Where's the microphone? Or is it not a weapon? Is it not a weapon? What is it? Let me see if the quest got updated. I found them. Ah, yeah, it's a quest item. It's a quest item. It's a quest item. The Blind Guardian is scheduled to give the last concert of their Ancaria tour. They were robbed by undead metal fans on their way, and their instruments were stolen. I'm supposed to go to the Undead and find Hansel's microphone and stand. Found them. Ah, we still need to find the stand. Well. Alright. Let's make use of our position here. Remember, in the loading screen it says that this band that a band composed the soundtrack exclusively for the game for the developers. So that's also amazing. Let's head over to those 2 quests to the east of our position. Let's see, they are the Undead Legion and Setting Depths. That's how you get another dead horse. Shouldn't have done that. Damn it. Today I broke the record. 2 dead horses in one stream. Shit. Stupid mobs. That's why I read on a forum that how do I turn off the random spawns? How do I turn them off? They are so annoying. No way we are doing that, people. The game feels much more alive with the spawns. Damn it. Enough. I'll head over there on foot. Then we can teleport. We're so close. Anyways, we'll have to fight. How many potions do I have? 70. Good. There are more side quests there. God damn it. See? Let's get rid of some of them.
Is victorious.
Grab quick. Wait, what's this? Civilization. Could it be that I arrived to a city? That would be quite convenient to teleport. Yes, looks like the gaming gods have smiled upon us. Well, luckily I have a lot of money. Yeah, can grab another horse. Third horse dead. I'm not gonna say it's a shitty mechanic, it's a good mechanic. It adds a lot of realism and I enjoy it, but well. Yeah, it can. Hey, look at that! Yeah, we've arrived at a new settlement and it seems to be pretty huge. See, this is what we were mentioning about the map previously, people. See how I cannot enter the settlement directly. I have to follow the road, unlock the map. That makes exploration much more interesting, and that's what precisely makes the level design of the map so amazing. That's the entrance up ahead. Well, of course we are fighting the undead. Let's get rid of them. I wonder if the corpses explode. No. The undead corpses don't. Yeah, they explode. Yeah, that's what I mentioned. That's the only gameplay flaw I've found. The fact that you cannot target the ground so far. That you cannot target the ground with your area of effect abilities. That would have made the gameplay system much smoother. Alright, where are we? Looks like Greece. Ancient Greece. Elysium looked like Rome with the Colosseum. And this looks like Greece. Does this have any portal? It has a lot of side quests, but portal? No, there's no portal. Damn it. That's a bit crazy. Why not add a portal here? I mean, it's clearly far away from Elysium. We still also need to explore the... We still have that Christmas island quest. The island's kind of like this. You can also explore them. But well. Amazing water effect for 2008. It's absolutely amazing. So... yeah, it's an analysis that is not difficult, because let's grab all of the side quests and be on our way. Can't help you yet, come back later. Typical. We're going to advance through the main story or something. Fountain? Well, oh, there we go. Take this basket of fruits to Ursi the bear, sorry. Do you have time to miss my favorite? I need a girl over here. So we're gonna talk to a bear now. I didn't know bears would talk in this game. But see, they have their own context regarding regarding the grandeur category of my analysis, the impact of the ambience on the player, and everything. Characters act cohesively according to their medieval personalities. We saw a lot of replicas of Roman slave trade and those things. For example, the random example, but also the Inquisition, the medieval Inquisition. For example, that I mentioned that it's a huge bonus, and it's a huge bonus of realism that the developers of the game are German. Why? Because it's a European medieval fantasy setting, and even the geography and everything, from the psychological behavior of the characters in game to the geography. My betrothed is waiting. She works in the city. Blah, 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 blah. Everything it's extremely realistic. Like in the case of us, South America, North America, developers from these regions, or even Japan, they have to investigate. They have to investigate to create the medieval fantasy settings. They have to investigate with history books and everything. But here, the developers probably also investigated. I'm not saying that they know kind of like medieval history like the back of their hands, like the palm of their hand, like the back of their hands. But I'm not saying that they know it by heart. But or the palm of their hands. But they can relate directly to those influences. Like, I can see a lot of references here that are, for example, you can tell it in the geography. They are kind of like geographically accurate. Like the Roman Colosseum being there, it does look like, with also fantasy settings, it does look like Italy being there, for example. Welcome to Blessed Rock Manor. How can I be of assistance? Yes, there have been reports of these undead legions before. I always thought they were just ghost stories. Standard gossip among farmers. I'm sure you know what I mean. But what if there's some truth to it? I have something in my library. A document that's about 100 years old. It tells of the legion of Terrus Lemendi. I'm not sure if it actually has something to do with the undead, but you know the saying about how they never know until... Ah, yeah, because this is a nested quest.
What a glorious day for me.
It's like conducting the investigation. Okay. Ah, yes, here it is. A most tragic story. 100 years ago, there was a general by the name of Terrus. This one we'll read it completely because it looks like a pretty good long. It's not the common fetch quest, the common side quest that we say kill 10 goblins, they are killing us. It does seem to have a pretty good cohesive background as well. I mean, they all have cohesive background, but this one is in depth. He commanded his army with an iron fist. A most tragic story. 100 years ago, there was a general named Terrus. He commanded his army with an iron fist, and his desire for power was just as great as his strategic competence. In order to obtain his victories in battle even more effectively, he made a pact with the dark forces. But the evil forces betrayed him. The powers of darkness only wanted to gain control of the souls of the soldiers. Fortunately, Terrus was interrupted by Lumen priests during a crucial magic ritual. Thus, they were able to prevent Olaf and Caria from being infested by an army of demons. But the ritual was already underway, so Terrus and the soldiers were cursed. Every 100 years, that's what is written here, the soldiers must rise up out of their graves and bring death and destruction to the living. I must admit, I always thought that it was just a scary story, a story that might be told around a bonfire while holding a lantern to your face. Well, I guess I was wrong. Please take these documents to Wilmieni.
Since this matter is of such importance to you...
Yeah, that was the NPC with the weirdest name ever. Oh well. But I remember her. She sent us here. So, I see another quest inside of this. Setting depths, or what? Perhaps here? Yeah, here. Wow. I don't owe you any money. Get lost. I guess I made a mistake. I do owe you money. Here, take it.
Everything goes as planned.
God damn it. What was the point of that besides being amusing? Okay. Top-notch development there, people. 1 point for good development dialogue there. Alright, we have some more quests there. Ah, we have quests around this area. Sadly, they killed my horse. We could do this. I could unlock this monolith to the south. Then teleport back, and then come back. once I recovered my mount. Let's grab the rest of the quests. Okay, today we analyzed a lot of things, from the crafting system to the grandeur aspect of it, to the level design, to the genre classification. Ah, yes, I remember. There was another thing. There was another thing that we need to look into. I said this last time. Kind of like gameplay mechanics, combat is 50% player inputs, but also 50% enemy variety, which is exactly what we were mentioning at the beginning of the stream. And in terms of that, we need to pay attention to enemy variety on one hand, but on the other hand, to the classification of the combat system. You know, I always say this. I use my classification system between inherent, intrinsic, and extrinsic combat systems. Intrinsic, the stats that actually influenced combat and gameplay mechanics are intrinsic, inherent to the player, right? And they will influence most of the stats, like the points you distribute as attributes. That's the inherent system. You can think of it like, I always comment this game that I don't like, but it's the prime example of it. Which one was it? Truly inherent system was which one was it? No, because yeah, extrinsic system. I was gonna mention Monster Hunter, which I don't like, but also the Hellgate London, also Borderlands, and pretty much all Western RPGs ever. But no, intrinsic system, games that are mostly influenced by the stats and your skill tree, the stats and the attribute points you distribute, rather than the gear. Like the gear is the extrinsic system. Why? Because your stats, if most of the damage you deal in a game is comes from the weapon you're using, then it's an extrinsic system, because it's extrinsic to your character stats. There's a side quest. There we go. No, I was gonna mention Star Wars: The Old Republic, for example. Knights of the Republic. Knights of the Republic, that I love so much. For example, while you can influence your damage with some gear, well, you can do that. Most of the damage comes from the attributes, the skill tree, and the class you picked, and inherent things to your character. It doesn't rely on loot. There's not a lot of looting in Knights of the Old Republic, for example. I would argue it's similar in Baldur's Gate and other old school BioWare RPGs, because it's not a loot fest. The damage you deal, most of your stats, the core pool of your stats that you increase, the strength and damage and well, in the case of Baldur's Gate, to hit armor class 0, the probability of your accuracy, they depend on other things rather than gear. The squire's bright to be had, and unable to roost his forehair. The blossoms to the beast, kill the beast, or else his lordship will be very cross with me. Someone is eating roses. Something. A thief of roses. Get rid of the wolves that plundered our stocks. Blah blah blah. The beast.
Since this matter is of
Hungry
such
wolves.
importance to you,
So yes, basically, I would say that in the case of this game, it's kind of like a complete system. It's a complete system. It's the most complex out of all. Not a lot of games have this. Kind of like all games have a tendency to either favor inherent intrinsic stat systems, like those old school BioWare games that I told you, that there isn't a lot of loot, and other ones like Borderlands that Borderlands you have a skill tree, but your weapon is more important than the skill tree. So that's extrinsic to your character. It's extrinsic because you rely on looting. What about this game, Eraser? What about this game? Well, just like Skyrim, just like the biggest games ever created, just like MMORPGs. See, for example, that's another difference in terms of the genre classification. Diablo is the epitome of an extrinsic stat system and like what you loot is everything. What you loot is everything. Much more than your stats. Like in Diablo 3, do you distribute skill points? I don't think so. You cannot increase strength directly. You cannot even increase strength directly, for example. You increase it through the gear. Go to the servant quarter and make sure everything is alright. Apparently there were several incidents in the servant quarters last night. Damn it. So good, let's do this quest because it's inside of the play of this. And the Thief of Roses is also inside of this state. Or not. No. It's outside. The other one, yes. The other one is outside. Okay. Thief of Roses is outside. This one is in here. Knock knock. Freeze. Police. Nothing. It wasn't in here. So stupid, it wasn't in here, it's in the well. Nothing's going on here. Everything is perfectly fine. It's a quest just to check up on something that didn't happen. Realism 101. Realism 101. Right. Let's unlock that monolith and get back another horse. I'm so sad about my horse. Oh. I think I chose the most uncommon type of weapon in the whole game. Because I've only stumbled upon 2 non-common staves in 10 days of gameplay. And they are the ones that you see right here that I am using. I don't know. I also saw some pistols, some T-energy pistols or some crazy shit like that. The weapon variety in this game is also amazing. The amount of playstyles, the playstyle variety is amazing. But going back to the combats, to the not the loot system classification, the stat system, whether it's intrinsic or extrinsic. This game, like all big games, I would say it's a complete system of both of them. Complete system. If I had to say the tendency it has, it leans a bit more towards we need to go back to Thylesium. I cannot believe it. I need to find another horse. At least the last 2 times my horse got killed were because of me either consulting the map or consulting the options of the game, talking about the impact of the 3D sound on the player and my usual observations like those. They weren't because I was paying attention and it got actively killed. It was because I wasn't paying attention at all. Oh yeah. A hybrid system, a hybrid stat system, but I would say it leans a bit towards being extrinsic. Why? Though it's a tough one, because in Hellgate London, for example, ranged characters don't increase their base attack damage with melee characters do, but ranged characters don't. They just increase their accuracy, not their base attack damage, while investing points, so it leans heavily just like Borderlands. Though it isn't a pure extrinsic one, Hellgate London, because you can still distribute stats, but those stats, they don't increase your base damage. I think base damage is the one stat that definitely marks the difference. It's certainly the huge difference in terms of being either intrinsic or extrinsic, because if you can increase your base stat damage, the game becomes extremely intrinsic, unless, like in this game, the world is so massive and there's so much loot. I cannot activate that monolith. If I do that, I won't be able to fast travel there. Hey, I'm back again. I'm like that. Oh, we had a quest here. Ah, good. Anyways, we had to stop by here. What is it? The troops are calling for reinforcements? They should drink less and fight more. What do you want? A reward? Well, take this. Be dismissed. Alright. And we can also buy some potions. Well, we are like that. Recurrent. We have a problem of alcoholism with horses getting killed. We're kind of like that serial offender. Right. Gate horse there. Rider's max hit points 23. I know, but this one is way too expensive. Give me the same as always. Same as always. We are that usual drunk that appears at a pub, at a medieval tavern. The same as always, Bob. The same as always. Same as always. Give me the usual treatment. The saddle horse. Right. Nobility's full helm of Scardine. But it's not better than our legendary. Dual will +3. Duration of potion effects. Willpower +7. Willpower is... careful, it has pretty good stats. But this one does give me willpower and pure friendship. Good. Now, let me make use of my resurrection monolith to head over there. Let's explore the southern region. And
sacrificial animals. Nice.
let's explore the southern region here, now that we have a foothold. and kind of like make our map exploration a bit more complete there. And there we have some side quests anyway. So yeah, today we explored pretty much a lot of aspects of the game. See, at the beginning of the stream I wanted to focus on the gameplay mechanics, kind of like the learning curve and everything. The essentials, the basics, the essential aspects. Then the level design once I realized the game was so fucking huge. Greater than life. as the other YouTuber commented. And then I'm running in circles. There we go. And then I wanted to get today to the finer details, of not only the gameplay mechanics but also the crafting system, for example, and the grandeur. What I call the grandeur. I know it's a French word, but it's also legit in English, believe it or not. It's kind of like part of a few words that are kind of like inherited from old medieval French to English. So it's technically also an English word. It's just like coup d'etat. That's another case. In case you're wondering, yes, I had to study the cases one by one. Yeah, back when I was learning English long ago. I'm sure that I speak English since I was 7. Yeah. Well, don't worry, I won't get into my crazy linguistic explanations. I had enough of it. I had enough of it in the previous stream. So yeah. But yeah, basically that's the reason. You have to be kidding me. Another dead horse? Shit. And this time I was paying attention. I mean, yeah, those archers were quite precise. You have to be kidding me. I thought that as I was moving, they couldn't target me, but the artificial intelligence does have an amazing... It does have an amazing... Now I feel stupid. I feel quite stupid. God damn it. See? Doesn't matter how good you play a game. You can always suck like that. Right. Another dead horse. Yeah, I'm beginning to see a pattern here. I'm beginning to see a pattern that ranged enemies do have a pretty good detection system. The artificial intelligence does have an amazing detection system. Not only they chase you until the end of times, which is the detection range, but also the detection system. They are kind of like quite accurate. It not perfectly accurate, but accurate enough as to kill your horse and make your life miserable. Like as soon as you, I need to stop consulting the map so much, because that's how they have killed my last 2 horses. Well, I don't think I will see a record like this in the rest of the streams. At least I hope so. I hope so. In which 1, 2, 3, 3 dead horses. 3 dead horses in one stream. Today it shall always, forever, until doomsday be remembered as the day, the stream of the dead horses. The stream of the dead horses until the end of times. But well. I want to have that corner explored. I need it. For God's sake, I cannot continue my existence without this corner explored.
This wretched fauna.
I think that at this point it would be even beneficial if I let them kill me. I know, but we can fast travel. Alright, dead corner, that's what I wanted. Yay, now my life is complete. And here I was talking about the extrinsic stat system and intrinsic stat systems. Well, you can't have everything in life. You can't have everything, people. Either you have a pretty good analysis of the game, or a stream, or a walkthrough in which the streamer doesn't die. You can have both. You can have both. You can have both. Alright, we'll get up to this river. Alright, this is the end. Oh, I won't believe so. Then I see more parts of the map in there. See more, maybe through here? Alright, that's a hard cap. Good. We finally hit a hard cap of the map there. Good. So, to this side of the river, now I know that to this side of the river we've explored everything. Good, good. See how tidy and organized I am. Oh, sorry, Scarlet Dragoon, I didn't saw your message. Yeah, this character is more a glass cannon, so death is common. Yeah, probably when I... Sorry. Sorry, deep apologies. I got so stuck within the mess that it was that I didn't read your message. Sorry. Yeah, I got killed by the... The problem is that I don't have a second monitor, and I use my TV, and kind of like it's a huge distance, and when I'm kind of like focusing the gameplay, sometimes I miss those. Sorry. Yeah, I love glass cannons. No, I love it. I love the character. I definitely picked the right character because I generally don't like melee. Kind of like there's this trope, this cliche that because of the inherited rules from Dungeons and Dragons, melee characters in general, they are weaker than the mages because it's an inherited rule from Dungeons and Dragons. Like, if you play close attention, in old school games, this is another interesting topic. This is an interesting topic, but well, I can talk about all of these topics because I played a lot of games, I guess. It is a fact that video games derive, as we know, RPG games, they derive from tabletop Dungeons and Dragons. Kind of like, we can even find games that follow exactly the rules of Dungeons and Dragons. Let's get another horse. I know this is beginning to look like a... It's beginning to look like an old story that is kind of like in an unending loop. We're playing a roguelike now. It's a roguelike called Get Your Horse Back. We're playing a roguelike, people. But since a lot of RPG games inherit Dungeons and Dragons mechanics from the tabletop game, it's true that in old school RPGs, classic RPG games, Neverwinter Nights, Icewind Dale, Baldur's Gate, The Temple of Elemental Evils, Lionheart Legacy of the Crusader, the classic RPGs, it's true that melee characters suck. It's true. For kind of like in Baldur's Gate, melee characters They suck. You need them as tanks, but they don't. They play a different role. Kind of like the classic tank, healer, and damage and DPS roles are kind of like extremely defined. They are kind of like hard caps. They are strict compartments. Like, hi, I am the drunk again. I am back for another one, if you don't mind. Let's not spend all of our money. Let's just grab this one. I don't care about the stats at this point. There we go. Let me sell this, so we recover at least a bit of our money. There we go. So yeah, back in the day, it's true that just like what Scarlet Dragon mentioned, glass cannon characters, the mages, truly were mages. Nowadays we got this weird relationship in which you basically choose mage and you want to be like an all-powerful warrior all over the place and do everything. Battle mage. Like, I miss those days in which the classes were strictly defined, kind of like a hard wall that if you are a mage, you're squishy. Period. There's nothing you can do about it. You better find a tank to complement your role and kind of like work or build your rotation and all of your gameplay mechanics on top of that foundation, like a strict a strict role. Nowadays, the tendency in modern games is to blur the lines because people want to be everything. People want to be everything. They want to play a fucking mage and grab a sword and imbue the sword with their magic and pretty much become a melee warrior. And become a melee warrior and that's it. And that's it. So yeah, I think it definitely is the most popular choice right now. But I do think the other system is more pure, and with that purity comes an influence on the gameplay mechanics that you don't get in games in which you can do all of the roles yourself. Like in World of Warcraft, in a right. I always use World of Warcraft, people, just in case you're wondering, because it's a game that most of us have played. Like, most of us know it's the most popular MMORPG. If it were for me, I would use Star Wars: Your Republic. If it were for me, I would use Star Wars: Your Republic, or I don't know. We still had to play Ion on stream because so many years ago I never got to it, and I have the offline server ready to rumble. Great, that's my microphone. I've got all my equipment now. And I can come with you. We still need to get both guitars, sorry, and the drumsticks. Oh no. I sold the drumsticks. Andres' guitar is apparently not far from here. Some of the undead grabbed it and disappeared into the cave. I sold... Shit. I sold the drumstick at the beginning of the quest. At the beginning of the stream. Well... Let's see how this turns out then. It's gonna be interesting. Well. Let's test the mettle of the developers. Let's test their proficiency. If they could... What's my horse doing down there? Let's test if they... took into account that there could be an individual as dumb as I was at the beginning of the stream who could sell the quest item. This one will be interesting. Let's see. It's not far from here. It's inside of the very same town. Aha. Down there, I presume. What is that marker? What is that marker? I don't like the looks of this. I mean, I could use a character editor and give me one of those drumsticks, but I want to test if the developers could if the developers had in their minds. You'll get it. You'll get it, the drumstick. Then let's go for it. Cave. It's in a cave. Alright. Deep thanks, Scarlet. Deep thanks, Scarlet Dragon, always. So, we need to find the cave. Ah, there, that one. It's not connected, but let's head over there. Anyways, so I made the right choice. Usually an elite, maybe. Usually an elite holding them. Ah, it's a common item. So it isn't unique. I thought it was uniquely dropped by the quest, or exclusively dropped by the quest. I think it was only dropped by the quest. So it's kind of like making me repeat the quest with a different mob. A pretty interesting loot system. I mean, if they thought about it like this is an unique, I'm just saying it's not on the ground. Okay. The thing is that no, the problem is that it's the same as one that I had at the beginning of the stream, which was the previous part of this quest, and that I sold. That also looked like the drumstick. Like if we look at the story of the thing, or whatever, let's get over there. Let's head over to that cave. I think it was which one was the Blind Guardian? Blind Guardian. The final concert. There we go. There. Yeah, it's updating. Yeah, and it's that one. Yeah. I didn't have it selected. My bad. Yeah. You were right. Thanks always. Thanks always for all of those, because the game.
Mercy does not happen today.
See, this is what I mean. The level design. Give me my horse. I'm over here. The level design works in such a way. Come on, you're not dead. Come on. The level design works in such a way that it forces you to explore everything. Like, I think we have to go around this forest then? Maybe. Somehow. Now I can see that this is another dead end. I wonder if it will get back because I sold that then. If you were just saying that it was on the ground, that it wasn't on the ground. Let's see, let's test it. It will be an interesting test to see if they thought about this scenario happening. Let me unmount. Stop. Damn it. There we go. Move it.
That was good.
There we go. Alright. Here we are. You've arrived at your destination. Every typical GPS voice in your car. You've arrived at your destination. Alright. As long as the quest gets updated. Yeah, because it changed the name. It changed the name. It says Final Concert rather than Blind Guardian. Good. I think it will work. I think it will work. Too early to tell, but I mean, they are once again getting quite powerful.
Your leather will be delicious.
Back to the other side. There we go. Sorry.
Don't you dare soil my robe, beast.
Now that we are back on track, now that we once again have a horse and know where to go, I was mentioning that in old school Dungeons and Dragons games, melee characters were all terrible because video games kind of like directly took the directly inherited the early games from the early game, the classic RPGs from the late 90s and the early 2000s. Not this one. I'm talking about Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale, like those. The Aurora engine. The other day I said Infinity Engine when I was talking to Moigat, and I was wrong. I didn't remember the name, and I just said Infinity Engine. No, the Aurora engine, BioWare's Aurora engine. Icewind Dale, Baldur's Gate, all of those 2D. That's done. The guitar is a little out of tune, and it's missing a string. But Andre can fix that. It's still better than when he had to play on his old 6-string. Acoustic guitars and metal just don't go together. Speaking of metal, we still have to get Marcus's guitar. Sorry, that should be north of here.
Task has been accomplished.
He's baiting us, people. He's baiting us. He's baiting us. Get me my microphone. Get me my stand. Get me the guitar. Now get me the strings of the guitar. So yes, basically, due to that inherited, that's it. That's the end of the dungeon. We can teleport outside. Right. Let's teleport outside so the quest refreshes. Where did it update to? Ah, that's pretty close. There we go. Get on top of the horse. Ride the horse and let's go. In old school classic RPG games from the 90s, from the late 90s, early 2000s, the mage is puny, precisely what we were talking about, that he's a glass cannon, that this character is a glass cannon, and the strict rules, it's because they inherited that from the tabletop game, from Dungeons and Dragons, from 3.5, 2.5 Dungeons and Dragons. in which not the mess that they have created right now with 5.0. Not the mess that they've created right now with 5.0. That's kind of like it's brain dead unless you have a pretty good dungeon master. But for example, the other day, careful, careful. While my horse won't die because I've already dismounted, and still kill me. There we go. Damn it, damn it. Cooldowns all over the place. What's wrong with my cooldowns? That's a lot of enemies. Alright, I couldn't.
I command you back to the grave.
There's a centurion there. Among them. Careful, the doppelganger is down. Yeah, I think. Damn it! Oof. Almost there. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Bunch of degenerated macaques. Let's get the. Wait. Let me activate my purifying justice, man. They are killing me way too fast. Not fast enough as to kill me completely, but they are not allowing me to perform my rotation. Damn it, like that. Exactly like that.
Resistance.
There's also an elite among them. Yeah, I don't have Purifying Justice Man up. That's useless. There we go. That range damage, I have no armor against range damage. That's the problem. I need to kill those archers. There we go. Good. Good. Level up. It was an elite boss. An elite archer. Get out of here. There we go. Well, I just lost a lot of potions. I spent potions because at least I'm using them for a good purpose, but they kill my doppelganger again. But there we go. Yeah, I'm pretty weak against range damage. There we go. There were two elites. Okay. Oof. Good. Good. It was a long battle. But we could withstand their assault. We withstood their assault. There we go. And the item should be, I can see it right there. Well, I couldn't see it, but I picked it. Kind of like blindly. Alright. You rock! Yeah, that's what I would expect from a quest in which we are getting instruments. And we will too once we find the drumsticks. That's a promise. Those are the ones that I sold. They must be in the Undead camp to the north. I heard two of the Undead talking about how they were going to make their way. No, these are others. To the Legion camp while they were robbing us. What?
The mission was a great success.
Yeah, but we're not done. Look at that. Then we need to read at the end of the stream the diary of a zombie, the book. Because the game also has books, like in Skyrim. Like in the Elder Scrolls. Right. I was close to leveling up Levin Array. Right. Well, not precisely close. I need 9 points. I have 6. Yeah. Next time I level up, I'll probably... Okay. Next level up, we'll be able to snag one more modification. Hey, I somehow looted something that increased my magic staves and dual wield by 2 because I had 10 and 10. Offensive skills +2, it has to be this one. Let me see. Yeah, that one. Alright, so offensive skills means the dual wield and... Oh, okay. Damn it. The learning curve is unending. How to regule Princess. Right click to use. Let's use it. It's a book. We are now the book. Eventually we need to read the books. Right. So good. Everything done. Checked. There we go. 10-4. Ah, it's so close. Good. I may not. I've learned my lesson. I will just walk there. I'll walk there. I can smell the enemies throwing themselves at us.
This should be the place of my destination.
We inherited all of those mechanics that I mentioned from Dungeons and Dragons, from the tabletop game, and that's why in a lot of old school games, the warrior melee characters in general, except for the two-handed ones, precisely, they are not squishy. They are tanks, but they don't have any area of effect damage, and makes them literally useless for everything else. And you need to have a lot of ranged characters.
Yield, Undead.
So yeah, your party composition is mostly
Foreseeable.
Ranged characters and some few melee characters that act like tanks. Instead of players playing an MMORPG and doing a raid, it's you with your party. Same story. It's the same story. Okay, I'm beginning to deduce why my attack, why Ruthless Mutilation deals much more damage than my normal basic attacks. It's because of the type of damage. I need to work on that. I need to get more fire damage than physical damage. I need to improve the proportion. So far so good. I kind of like fire damage is effective against all enemies except for the ghosts. That we face at the beginning, but the rest of the enemies, I think none of them have fire resistance in their armor. I pretty much think it was like that. Alright. General Delicious. But with Z. Delicious. Delicious. Instead of delicious. I don't know. Don't tell me this is the other member of the band. What the? Hey, you rotting bags of bones. Typical from in Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, called HK-47 calling us meat bags. Now this one calls us bags of bones. Come here, all of you. Do you know who this is? Hansel, my goodness. Hansel, I have all your albums. No shit. I never thought I'd live to see the day. I suppose I didn't. Of course you can have my drumsticks back. Your concert is going to take place tonight. I'll get going right away.
The mission was a great success.
God damn it. Top notch. Top notch. Dialogue right there. 1 extra point for the analysis. No joking. Now the concert can start. I'm going to head right there now. You can accompany me if you want. Except. Ah yeah, he meant to teleport. Yeah, teleport me. Let's finish with this. This is the oldest quest out of all of them. Who knows where we are? Look at that. So lucky. So lucky. Fortune has favored us, has smiled upon us. Right on top of the rest of our side quests. At the perfect spot. I think I couldn't have chosen a better spot. Look at that. We are 2 seconds away. 2 inches away from the resurrection monolith of the area. Look at that. So good. So good. See, in the end, 3 of my horses died, but in the end we got it happy. Oh yeah! They say the pen is mightier than the sword. It's lucky for me that I carry an axe. Yeah, that's something that one of our founding fathers here as well said. That was a pretty common phrase, both in North and South America back when we were getting independent from the European colonial powers. Exactly. Hey, who's attacking me? This is a sacred moment. We are finishing the oldest quest out of all of them, because this quest is kind of like given to you automatically when you start the game. So yeah. Yeah, that sounds a lot better than an old banjo. Banjo-Kazooie, what an amazing game. Thanks, man. These are probably, just so people have a context, in case you are skipping to this part of the YouTube VOD or the Twitch VOD, these are probably a representation of the real members of the real band that designed the soundtrack of the game for Ascaron. Right? In case you want to know about the ultimate fate of Ascaron and its developers, watch the first part of the stream, people, because there I go kind of like one by one. I remember we explored every company, their ultimate fate, and every company they ended up at. I think 15. Yeah, come to me, my beautiful drumsticks. Now we can start the show. Tell Hansi we're ready. Yeah, look at that. I think the third one, this one, are the ones that I sold. So yeah. Now I see that it gets bagged and everything goes to shit. No, let's see. Okay, if everybody's ready, we can go ahead and start. You are our guest of honor, of course. Have a good time at the concert. Hey, look at this.
Success.
That was majestic. Absolutely majestic. I've seen thousands of very fun love. No, one of the things the devs were known for, but the devs kind of like, did they play the guitar? No, they brought a band. This is a band that they weren't the devs. It was a band that created the song exclusively for them. Wow. Absolutely stunning. Like I was talking about, coincidentally, I had no idea this was going to happen, about the soundtrack and the ambience of the game on the player, and clearly, see, this is why I want to explore games 100%, even if it's a crazy quest like this, in which I have to do 600 side quests. But well, the game truly love how they have fun t-shirts, etc. Yeah, I was about to point that out precisely. Like, they even designed this. No, this is amazing. No, this game, it's a tragedy. This game is a tragedy. A sad tragedy. My fucking god. This game has the size of World of Warcraft. It has the depth of the crafting system of the most complex MMORPGs and isometric action RPGs. It has the crafting system, the complexity of the skill tree of a full-fledged MMORPG, the complexity of the modifications on top of that of the skill tree, the complexity in the stat system of the best classic RPGs instead of MMORPGs. No, I wasn't expecting it to be so complete, such a complete package. This game is a tragedy. The fact that 99% of people will never know how to play the game because of the sad technical state it's in. It's a tragedy. It's a tragedy, and I bet it. They should fix it. Damn it! I can see why at the beginning of the series you were so interested in the game, Scarlet Dragon. Now I can see it. I wasn't expecting the game to be such a complete package. Such a complete package, like from the beta testers graveyard to this. This game is full of love, of passion, and simply you cannot replace that. You simply cannot replace that. It's a universal language that...
Alas.
Wasn't that awesome show? Wasn't that an awesome show? Oh yeah, because that was our last concert of the tour. Sorry, the typography. It looked like an F. Of the tour, and our instruments are pretty damaged. We decided to give them to you as a souvenir. After all, if it wasn't for your help, we never would have gotten them back. We have to go. Good luck on your travels.
What a glorious day for me. The Inquisition.
And they disappear, and we get back all of the legendary items. That was crazy. Amazing. If I award this game anything but 9.9 because of the technical issues, it will be... Axes look really cool. They look like the instruments, probably. They probably look like the instruments. Metal.
Of power emanates from
Blind Guardian. So this was the legendary Blind Guardian. Sword weapon. Don't you happen to have a single-handed staff? Axes look really cool, same as in the video, as in the cutscene there. A single-handed staff? Staff of Metal Master is two-handed. No. They are all two-handed. No. Raladan's leggings for the Temple Guardian. Damn it. Shield of Mirrors. We can try them to showcase them, at least. We'll pick them here. Anyways, I have a lot of slots empty. I don't know why I even bother. This is stuff of Metal Mastery. Let's check them. Let's check them. Well, once I engrave some... Hey, it's true. It's the same as in the cutscene. Wow. They're very same. They had to replicate the same models. Shit. They replicated the same models. Damn it, stupid tree. Move it. They replicated the same models. Wow. No, this game is a tragedy, Scarlet Dragoon. This game is a tragedy, and you probably knew it way before me. Well, for sure. Way before me, because I hadn't played it. No, this game is a tragedy. This game is a tragedy. I mean, it wouldn't be a tragedy. Love the look of those weapons. Yeah. It's amazing. It's amazing, completely amazing. This game is a tragedy. I think that out of all of the games, alongside Hellgate London and Avencast Rise of the Mage, and well, we have showcased pretty good games on stream, amazing games. This one is the biggest tragedy of out of all of them because the rest of them I could in some way or another fix them easily, and they are kind of like available for everyone to play. But ah, this one is so. The other day, precisely, Moy got commented that when I started telling him uh, that how many prerequisites the game had in order to just run, and only that and only that he mentioned it was such a high amount of prerequisites of fixing so many things that it gets that it gets quite so impossible for most players to spend the time just to get the game running, and then the crashes and well, you've seen what I've been through. I still can't make the game run without crashing occasionally. I've reduced the crashes, but still, and it leaves you perfectly to close to that to a town there or something like that, to the shore there, which has a lot of side quests. Sun and Wind. Yeah, we are beginning to get German names, people. We are getting into the northern, into the Swiss section, German/Swiss section of the map. I don't know, because it's not clearly defined. Yeah. All right, so we've arrived. Remember our resurrection monolith is far away from here, so I better get to that monolith before the game crashes. So let me save the game quickly to the monolith. Let's make a run to the monolith. It's pretty fast. It's pretty close. Pretty close. First, let's secure the monolith, just in case the game crashes, because it's been 4 hours 32 minutes, and it's close to the crash period. to the point of crashing, to the melt. No. Shit. I knew it. It's getting close to it. No, don't crash. Don't crash. Don't crash. Don't crash. Yep. Shit. I saved. Don't know where it will drop me. Damn it. God damn it. Yep. 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 I've tried everything, huh? I've tried everything. 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 And I was mentioning. And I was mentioning precisely that the game. Oh shit, I cannot access my. Let me access my task manager. Let me access it. Damn it. This was the worst moment for you to crash. The worst. And I can only. Luckily, I know I have configured my task manager to always get on top of the process. Otherwise, this would be a hard crash. You would need to restart your PC. Task manager not responding. This is getting interesting. There we go. There we go. Not responding. Right. So the DPI scaling. I saved right before the crash. uh, Scarlet Dragoon. I don't think. The other day I tried XP compatibility mode. Be careful, because if your plan is to play this on Windows XP, be careful, because you may go through the whole process of of getting your XP machine up and running, and then it may also crash because I've tried the XP compatibility and everything, and it crashed the same way. The same way. Like XP compatibility didn't work. I wish you luck if you prepare a Windows XP machine just to make this one run, because I'm not sure if it won't replicate it, because I tried. Um, I did try. I did try um, XP compatibility mode. Then again, I don't have a Windows XP machine to verify that. But I had to go back to Windows Vista because the others. So DPI scaling, but it has made the gameplay smoother. So I'll leave it. I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there. So I don't know what to try. What else to try? I don't know what else to try, people. The most stable one has been without DPI, in fact. Has been without DPI and Windows Vista Service Pack 2. The original that we got. We could try Windows 7, that will probably go to shit. No, we tried that. We tried that. Yeah, the most stable one is Windows Vista Service Pack 2. I don't know. It has been the most stable one out of all of the ones that we've tried. I fear to think where we were dropped because I saved right before the game crashed. So yeah, pretty much. Well, people, look at the bright side. You've got me enduring for you the pain that is to make this game run. No. The game is well worth it. It's well worth the crashes, of course. It's a tragedy, as I was mentioning. This is a clear example of how much of a tragedy this game is. Uh, an amazing diamond. An amazing diamond that you have to dig and dig and dig for it to somehow work. So far, this combination that we have, we are reverting back to the initial combination, which allowed us to have some streams, some, not all of them, some at 5 hours continuously. That what's going on? The soundtrack changed. You get a custom soundtrack when you reopen the game after doing blank. Damn it, these developers. Is this random or permanent? I'll leave it on. Look at that. God damn it. They so the home screen that we've been experiencing up until now was incomplete on purpose. And if you don't do that side quest, the home screen remains shitty forever without any kind of soundtrack. They stripped the soundtrack just for you to complete the side quest. Lol. Yeah. God damn it. Well, no way. They stripped the initial home screen of the soundtrack until you would do the mission. Welcome to one of my most played games. No, now I can see why. Granted, I also played Sacred 1. After this, I'm gonna play it. Not right now, immediately, because I think this will take us up to 2025. I don't know, but we need to. No, I can see why. Scarlet Dragon. I can see why the game is a labor of love. like few I've ever seen. Like, it's hard for me to find any flaws, and I'm usually good at it. Like, the only flaw I could highlight, the crashes, of course, but but that's not part of the gameplay loop. The only flaw I could find is the fact that you cannot target the ground with some abilities. And the game is so massive, and that's a lot. Like, even I could only find one. Good, good. Look at that. Look at that. I'm not stuck with my horse, right? Yeah. Thank you. Like, the game said, there you go. There's your character. There's your horse. Keep going. There's your character, and on top of your character, not riding the horse, on top of your character, the horse. Clipping through it. Old school style. Old school style. Clipping through your horse. No, I can see why. Why you... I can imagine... And now I understand your reaction when you saw that... I can imagine your reaction when you saw me playing the game for the first time, saying, this was unexpected. No. I wanted to play it for a lot of time, but I wasn't expecting to find such a legendary piece of work. Let's get to the... Yeah, it has to do with the map as well. It gets kind of like that lag when I use the map. No, I can only imagine your reaction, man. I can only imagine your reaction, like, hey, portal. Good. Teardrop Hamlet. No. Don't kill the horse. Don't kill the horse. That would truly be tragic. That would truly be tragic. Damn it, my buffs. No, I can imagine your surprise when you saw me playing this now. No, now that I know, kind of like I'm on the other side, like I know what the game is about and the scope of the game. Nah, I can't imagine your surprise. It's a tragedy. Good, we got a portal here. Good people, good. Now we have a foothold here that we can use to grab all of the side quests and everything and explore the map from here. We'll do this. I'll use the rest of the stream to grab all of the side quests and manage my inventory. Because I think we've had enough emotions for today, and it's been 5 hours. So we'll focus on grabbing the side quests and improving our gear and our items. Like down there's also more side quests. Good. All right, we made a lot of progress, huh? We still have those 3 quests over there that we need to take care of. But good. We explored a lot. Almost all of the countryside of Thylesium. So good. Amazing. I wish more people knew about this game. But well, there's nothing I can do about it other than streaming and recommending it. After a huge asterisk of saying, be careful with the technical aspect of it. Right here. Bring me the pelt of a very rare wolf. I have a task for you. Unfortunately, today's stream was certainly such a ride. From the review to the genre classification to everything. Greetings. Stay away from the jetty. We got jetties. Our plague Our plague victims lie there. You could catch the black fever if you go too close. Another European reference. See, this is linked to what I said at the beginning of the stream. At this point, mentioning it's an understatement that this was a real plague in Europe. Watch out, those folk down there had the black fever. It wasn't called black fever. It was what was the name? Pretty famous. You can go wrong if you investigate it a bit, but don't go near them unless you heal the disease. That's the last thing I need of this game. Like, just like you can get vampirism in the Elder Scrolls, now getting black fever in here. I can see it. I can see that that's the last stage that we need to explore. Fetch me some medicine from town. The black fever has plagued our village for days. They ensure that you learn about the black fever. The bubonic pest. It was also called the black pest, something like that. In Europe, in medieval age, we're talking about the medieval age, since a lot of medical instruments, materials weren't a thing. It was an infectious disease. Watch out, the people in it. This is a real replication. It's a real. I don't want to say it's paying homage. It's kind of like a real representation of it. Whatever you do, don't catch the disease. It was a medieval disease, it's true. The bubonic or black pest. Wow. See, this is what I was mentioning. That the fact that the developers were German of the game are German. It gives a quota an extra quota of realism, an extra touch of realism that I don't say it's impossible by any Japanese / American or South American developer or whatever, but I'm not saying it's impossible, but the degree of realism is definitely harder to achieve from us who live this side of the Atlantic Ocean. Like, you need to... I know this because of my second citizenship, but and all of the facts about Europe and about these medieval themes, but because in our case, as I always say, we inherited a huge European tradition. I know all of those things, but village doctor, find a man who's harassing the village, you won't believe it, and they're good. Let's grab them. Because of that, now let me teleport because I saw more. No, let me manage my inventory first. Because I saw some side quests to the south, and I don't want to bore you at the beginning of the next stream with me grabbing quests. I want to be ready to depart and begin. And yeah, in our case, well, because in my case, not only because of the citizenship, but because in Argentina we pretty much behave like Spaniards and Italians. But even so, and at university, for example, I mentioned this. I had Roman law, but not only that, we had integral history of Europe, for example, like we don't. Okay, this is probably more useful shared in a shared storage, other than anything else. Like yeah, shared storage. But not even a single one-handed staff. Well, the drumstick could be, but the modifier is the sword weapons. I'll keep all of those. See, this one is the one that I sold at the beginning of the stream. Ah, yeah, you get 2 drumsticks if you don't sell the first one. And you can dual wield. That's the thing. Buy the potions. There. Goblin. Goblin. Make yourself useful. Make yourself useful. Appear, please. Appear. Ah, well, I have my stash here. So convenient. We'll move this here, we'll move this here, we'll move this here. Those will remain in my... shared belongings. I feared it could get deleted. We'll keep them there. The staff will remain here because it has pretty amazing damage. Probably more than what I'm dealing right now. Good. The drumstick as well. Yeah, I'm lacking one drumstick. Precisely. Because I sold the other one. Okay, I get it. No worries. Anyways, it's sword weapons and I'm using staves. So today, people, we'll get the other quests because I don't want to. And we'll let me get to the smithy. Is there a smithy here? The smith, sorry, smith in town. I will say smithy. It's my way of expressing expressing love to them because of all of their hard work. But no, there is no smith here. Let me get to the. Let's head over here. So yeah, I was mentioning the. See, I've talked about everything. We've analyzed so many gameplay mechanics. We've talked about everything. We even saw a concert here. Quite crazy. At this point. Let me talk a bit about the Teardrop Hamlet. Another reference. Another village. This is like Switzerland, by the way, in case you are wondering. Like the geography is exactly the same. If you watch any videos or photos, it's the same.
Even though it is below my rank.
There we go. Rescue my balloon. Casket of candy. Help me get the candies from the merchant. There's a smithy here. Here there's a smithy. It's kind of like a town that is split in different sections. So, I don't have enough money probably. I don't know. But what I could do. I know, this one no. No, not this one. No. Yeah. Now we'll leave it like this. We won't do any upgrades. Due to all of those horses dying, I lost so much money that I cannot afford them. We'll have our chance. Please make the front of the damage.
Shall we
Pay.
in blood? I mean,
Narb, the resurrection with children. Jonas the merchant. Why are you looking at me like that? I'm ready to wait. You're here for the candies. I merely wanted to do the boy a favor. Sweet candies are bad for your teeth. Candies received. Okay. No, let me just grab the quest. I was mentioning, pretty much, I know that in a lot of South American countries, kind of like they don't keep their relationship with their cultural ties with Europe, and this game is a constant throwback to us to. Thank you for your help. Candies are not for me, but my sister. Here, some for you.
had any doubts.
Good basket of candy. And that's the very reason why in Argentina and also Uruguay, kind of like only two countries in South America, we behave much more like, precisely, I always mention this, like Spain and Italy than in Central America countries, like, because of that exactly. And you can see and I can tell all of those influences because of that. I know it sounds weird that someone at the end of the world, kind of like that is Argentina is in the middle of nothing. Like we are just a corner, and we have penguins though. At the south, at the southernmost regions, and Antarctica. So yeah, pretty much. Though Antarctica is not ours, huh? It's shared between 8 countries. and yeah, I know all of these European references because of that. Because in the school system, we call it primary school, secondary school, and then university, the same as high school in the US. Um, and when I see all of these European references, well, I can tell where they come from because the books I read, the ones that we had to study at school, were pretty much about European history. Then we have to study our own independence history, the same as in the US. But first we learn European history. In my case, it's even worse because I went to a pure a Roman Catholic, though I'm an atheist, to a pure Roman Catholic high school and university, both of them. So Roman history, like this. You need to learn it like this, and then medieval European history. And when I see all of these references, I know it's weird because most countries in I think that's unique to us. I think we're the only ones that still do that. Like studying European history, and out of all of the countries in the Americas, I mean, besides if you study kind of like to be a history teacher or a history professor or something like that, of course you need to learn that, but not kind of like us that it's like in secondary school, like in high school. Like for us, we never cut those ties with Europe, like with Italy and Spain. Weird. I wonder if in Canada they do it, because in Canada it's the same situation, like French and British. Dark fever, black fever, of course. And so the sooner my pigs, Canada, we are being followed by pigs. I wonder if it's the same. If in Canada they teach kind of like British and French history and European history, because it would make sense. It would make sense. It would make sense. Tell it your quality. I would love to sell you a potion or two. Would you like the alchemist right now, or bombastic final word? Probably reward you. And sometimes potions will heal.
Just worry about the collection. I will be back soon.
But yeah, out of South America, I can guarantee you, we are the only ones. And I think it's the same for all the continent. Like, I've been told that. Why do you study European history? Because if you are from the Americas, kind of like you're already independent from them. Yeah, the argument is that we had a huge, the same with the US, this happened, and Canada, a huge World War II European migration. So it once again became relevant to integrate the population, kind of like imagine the Spaniards and the Italians coming here and that just saying, well, new story. Nothing. No. They told their stories, what happened to them in the war, and everything. And yeah, the thing is that in Central America, there wasn't European migration after World War II. This is something that few people know. I know it. I mean, besides history teachers, I mean people who aren't history teachers, because precisely. Because precisely most would think that the migration was kind of like the same, and it wasn't the same. In Brazil, for example, you won't find here, close in Brazil, you won't find a European migration, like to the extent of the percentage that you have. Kind of like in Argentina, we are 60% Italian, 40% Spanish, basically. Like, there aren't a lot of people think that to the south of Mexico. I've been told this a lot of times, and I always laugh when it happens. They tell me, but aren't you you all speak Spanish, and to the south of Mexico, aren't you tied with them? No, because in Mexico and Mexico didn't have World War II migration, post World War II migration in all of Central America. In those countries, yes, the indigenous population is still kind of like mixed with the fewer waves of the initial migration of the 15 when Columbus landed. Besides, is my but in the corners, we had to we had massive European migration, and for one reason or another, just like in the U.S., just like in Canada, we went the extermination route rather than the mixed uh, rather than the mixed policy of Central American countries. That's the real explanation why when I see all of these European elements, I feel like going back to secondary school. Pretty weird, right? Quite weird. It's probably one of the weirdest migrations that happened, kind of like ever. Like, for example, in Mexico, for example, uh, most Mexicans don't relate. Kind of like they don't. I've seen this quite sometimes that they don't feel kind of like the extension of the Spanish and the Italian. Like you ask anyone on the street here in Argentina, and they tell you, what countries do you relate to? Like those things, Italy or Spain. It's kind of like the same. Some of them could also answer the U.S. Why? Because we shared, we became independent in a pretty similar period of time. That's the other argument. Okay, the soundtrack is permanent. The soundtrack is completely permanent. Soundtrack is completely permanent every time you are thrown back to the home screen. Amazing, absolutely amazing. This is completely amazing, and the fact that this game isn't, and the fact that this game isn't more played is an absolute tragedy, as I've said. Oh well, there you have it. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Scarlet Dragoon. I'm sorry, everyone watching this as a YouTube bot in general. Sorry that I get into my crazy uh, history intricacies. It's a topic that it's and I'm quite passionate about. Yes, sorry that I the other day I was talking about the Roman Empire and now about colonization of the Americas. Every day. It's that this game is so. It has so many European influences that it makes me talk about that. That's the thing. It reminds me of going back to high school, and yeah, that's precisely the reason. That's precisely the reason. It's a passionate topic because it's who we are, and I love exploring it. Like we should always remember that. The other day I was talking about the capital in Wolf. Well, people, hope you enjoyed my crazy history lecture, whatever information. Hope you enjoyed my analysis of the game today. Today we explored a lot of things in these 5 hours. God damn it, we got to see the crazy concert, and now we get a smooth soundtrack every time we open the game. So absolutely amazing and stunning. I would say that the game has exceeded by far my expectations in a lot of aspects. Precisely, I wanted to pay attention to the grandeur category, to the impact of the soundtrack on the player, and hell yeah, it did. It was certainly amazing. It certainly was completely amazing. Bowel, Bowel, Bowel. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been my pleasure. See you all on Thursday. See you all. It's on Thursday. See you all next week on Tuesday. On Tuesday, I'm not crazy. It's been 5 hours, but I'm not crazy. See you all back on Tuesday, in the day in which we'll continue showcasing everything that Sacred 2 has to offer. As we could see today, the game is full of surprises. It's full of surprises. It's full of surprises. Um, and it certainly has surprised me in so many ways. Besides, I'll tell you something, people. I'll tell you something before I go. The other day, look at this. The other day, I precisely changed. It was predestined to happen. I changed my headset's ear pads. I changed my headset's ear pads to because they would flake off. I highly recommend I highly recommend you change your headset's ear pads because it has been since last week. For me, it has done wonders to my ears. Not only because I chose these are plush ear pads. I know that you cannot tell the difference because it's kind of like just the texture and they are also black. But highly recommend you mod them because I've come to this conclusion: any headset you buy, the ear pads flake, like they peel off, like regardless of which. Even if you buy the best headset in the world, the ear pads, they have these. This is the one that I just showed you. They ship them with that, with the eco leather. I think it's called. It's like ecological leather. The shit they use, and it's terrible. These headsets, these are the Sennheiser GSP 302. They are new, only 6 months. 6 months they have, and no, well, a bit more. 1 year, 1 year, 1 year. They are not new, but only 1 year. They lasted the ear pads, and even so, they were quite heavy and uncomfortable when compared to this. I highly recommend you mod them out. I know that a lot of people recommend that change your headset, change the headset. It happens to all of them. Yeah, but even if you change the headset, the next one will also peel, will also flake. It's absolutely a mess. A mess. I need to recommend this on stream often. I'll begin doing that because to anyone who asks me, also over at Discord or over at YouTube, uh, because they all flake. They all flake. They all use that ecological leather, and they all flake unless you buy professional headsets, which are crazy expensive. We're talking about the $2,000, crazy things like that, like headsets for audiophiles, which we just want to play our games uh, here. No, I recommend you to grab a Sennheiser like this one. This is the lowest entry level of the Sennheiser, and it has the best sound I've ever had in my life. Like Sennheiser GSP 300, 500, 600, any of them, and mod. Buy ear pads on Amazon and everything. They are everywhere. Buy them. You can choose Belor. Belor is more expensive, or Plush, and they'll make wonders. They'll make wonders. The sound is better. They're more lightweight. They're much more comfortable. They don't sweat. They don't sweat like the disgusting eco leather. You don't sweat inside of them, even in the summer. Even in summer, you don't sweat. So yeah. I highly recommend it. I wanted to recommend it at the beginning of the stream. I'll do it next time at the beginning, because now that we listen to the rock band and everything, um, the sound with the plush ear pads is much better since I changed them. So yeah, pretty much an amazing mod that I highly encourage everyone to do, because you'll feel a difference. This eco leather that they use it should be illegal. It should be illegal to ship them like that, and have the headsets cost $60, $80 with ecological leather. Like, I don't know where they get that shit from, but it flakes instantly, regardless of what you do. Even if you clean them every day, even if you clean them and everything, like I used to clean them every day to prevent that, and it still happened. It happened. It has happened to every single. I've had HyperX. I've tried HyperX. These ones are Sennheiser. I've tried um, Logitech, and out of all of them, there were only two. There were only uh, two that the flake would that the echo leather would peel off, but still kind of like behind under it there was something decent, kind of like the Sony Pulse wireless. I remember the Sony 7.1 wireless that I still have here. The Xbox One I used for the Xbox 360, the Xbox One headset. It's just a 3.5 millimeter jack. Then the PS3 doesn't have a 3.5 millimeter port. Shitty decision. So you are forced to buy the proprietary headset, and then some Philips headsets, and these ones that replaced my HyperX ones. My HyperX, I think they were Cloud Revolver. Terrible. I wouldn't recommend HyperX. HyperX is shitty. Terrible, but it's terrible sound quality. Like the bass, they increment the bass without any kind of purpose, and they ruin the sound. I would recommend Sennheiser so far. The Sennheiser, any Sennheiser GSP, any closed back headset, um, and make the modification. Make the modification. Don't wait for it to peel off. Don't wait for it to flake, because uh, it's a mess. It's a mess. Then also you have the small pieces dropping all over your desk. Uh, you have all of the, yeah. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. Plush or Belor. Do it, because they are cheap and amazing. All right, people. Sorry, I spent 10 minutes talking about that. We'll talk about that in the next stream. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been my pleasure sharing this afternoon of Sacred 2 with all of you. We had a lot of incredible experiences. As always, deep thanks from the bottom of my heart, Scarlet Dragoon, for accompanying me in this crazy journey. And always thanks to all of you whenever you drop by the stream to chat with me. It's a deep, deep pleasure to talk with all of you. And I hope the stream is enjoyable for all of you with um, our crazy analysis. Our crazy analysis. We'll be back on Tuesday. Hope you have a great weekend. Here in Argentina, the winter is certainly coming. The winter is coming. The temperature dropped to 15 Celsius today. For us, that's quite cold. So yes, we're getting into the winter. So hope you have a great weekend. See you all on Tuesday. On Tuesday, when we will explore the eastern section of Ancaria. We'll explore all the eastern section of Ancaria there, the central section, the eastern central section of Ancaria. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been my pleasure. Thanks to anyone who might have taken the time to watch this as a YouTube bot or a Twitch bot. Thanks to all subscribers from the YouTube channel and all followers of the YouTube channel. Thanks Junior Tech. Thanks Moigat that you all both visited me the other days as well. Thanks to all of you from the bottom of my heart. See you all on Tuesday. Also, thanks Keiichi. Thanks Keiichi. I know that you cannot watch the stream live because of your job and those things, but thanks also from the bottom of my heart if you are watching Keiichi, because I watch sometimes when I get the analytics where the stream was watched from. Um, and I know you watch these streams as bots. So thanks also to you, Keiichi, from the bottom of my heart. Once again, thanks Scarlet Dragon from the bottom of my heart. Thanks to all of you. Hope the stream is enjoyable. Hope my crazy analyses are enjoyable, and hope my crazy talks about the Roman Empire, European migration to the Americas, and everything aren't crazy, aren't unbearable. So thanks from the bottom of my heart. No, they are interesting. It's interesting. It's where we come from, people. It's where we come from. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been my pleasure. See you all on Tuesday. See you all on Tuesday. Have a great